Hi there, this is Eitan, and today I'm going to make a review on the Midgards-Messer Locking Valhalla. Midgards-Messer are a German knife manufacturer sitting in Germany, of course, and they have a variety of knife models, fixed blade, and folders. They make a lot as limited editions, and you can identify their designs by usually have a very large blade by height. But they have a variety of styles and knives, and you see them mix old and new and taking some traditional designs and then testing new borders, stretching their borders and trying to use very strong colors and designs and angles. Very interesting company. They also sells 3D designs for printing, for 3D printers that you can print at home, scales and stuff like that. Very cool. I suggest you check them out. Even if you don't like big and massive and beefy knives, you can find something that suits you, and they also have access. So this is about the company, and they made something that is a very big fixed blade that folds. The patent is from Italy. It's not their patent, but they used it on one of their models. Now, this model, as we said, is called the Locking Valhalla, and you see that the companies identify themselves with sort of Vikings and stuff like that. Let's take a bit of measurement, size, and stuff like that. I use the metric system. The overall length is around 31 centimeters, which is approximately 12 inches, something like that. The blade length is around 6 inches, which is 15 centimeters, a bit more. The cutting part, this part, no. The knife weighs around 521 grams. That's a lot, okay, half a kilogram, okay? And the blade thickness is around 6 millimeters. The blade steel is CPM D2. The blade handles is G10 and steel. As you see, everything here is big, beefy, and strong. Now let's make a size comparison. As we see here, this is near the PM2. Now my camera is a bit on angle, so everything, the bottom knife always seems a bit bigger. Let's see it near the PM2. As you say, it can eat the PM2. It's the blade, the cutting part, almost as twice. Buck 110. As you see, the Buck 110 is a long knife, it's a big knife, but it actually hides. Get lost inside this knife. Let's see it near the Code 4, which is a cold steel knife. And let's see it near Strider SMF. As you see, the Strider SMF, which is a big knife, big folder, also vanish inside this knife. This could be like a cold steel on steroids, someone told me. Okay, so let's see what's special and unique in this knife and what are the better parts. So the blade itself, as you see, a draw point blade with a sort of, I don't know if you can call it a swedge, but semi-swedge over here. The tip is very, very hard. I forgot to say, this knife was given to me for a review by my friend Jonathan Itzhak from Jonah Creations. He modifies knives and stuff like that, and it was sharpened by me. So I think that the original edge may be a bit less thick than this one, but I only think because I only used a very gentle belt. And over here, he used green Loctite to catch those parts, sorry, because they tend to get loose very, very fast and easy. But we'll get to that a bit later. Let's talk about the blade. So the blade is CPM D2. Over here we have a choil. We don't have a sharpening choil, but we have a choil to make a gentle work with this 6 millimeter blade. The grind is 50% height, and it goes kind of well. It's okay. It's not for gentle works, but if you want to chop or carve in wood, it's not ideal, but as you see, I have over here a carbon fiber base, so I'm afraid to, that the knife will flew and damage it. So I'm not applying a lot of force. But as far as for betoning, chopping wood, stuff like that, hard use, it goes, it penetrates well. I tested this knife, cut cardboards, and this cut, how you call it in English, wood pellets, 2 wood pellets and several of branches and stuff like that, of dead wood, of course. Process some wood, so it's okay, it can fit it, okay? And it has also a very, very strong tip. I pried and loosened, so it's what we call a survival knife blade, okay? It's very thick, it's sacrificed from its gentle cutting options, but it's okay. The handle itself, it's a very, very strong handle. You don't see over here jimping, so it's okay. You have over here the finger grooves, and that's it, nothing special, a vanilla handle. And you don't have any jimping on the knife. The fit and finish is fine. They chamfered all the parts here, I don't see any sharp corners, but so what they define that they want to do, and fit and finish, the parts are sit well and synchronized with each other, what they planned. And I tell you what I mean by that. But one more advantage or good thing, the locking mechanism. The locking mechanism, as I said, it's a patent from Italy that they used on their model. It's sort of a locking mechanism. They have a few points over here, and you secure the knife with that leaf spring, and everything fits in here. And those anchor points also helps to secure the knife in spot. But when you want, you just press down, and it all goes into place. I didn't try to flick it, but it's a two-hand knife, okay? We can agree on that. I disassembled those parts, nothing really much going on inside. They skeletonized those parts a bit. Everything is in fit okay. If you want to take apart those parts, you need to take apart the handles first. They gave you the knife with this nice man purse pouch, and you can put it in your bag and carry it securely whenever you want. So this innovative how they use this innovative locking mechanism is also a very nice advantage, and something new that you don't see every day. A big large knife like that that can fold, and you can carry it not in your pocket, but you can carry it in your bag relatively nice, without having necessary to put a sheath, or you have a blade handle sticking out, you know, that everyone can see. You can carry it in a bag in a discreet way, which is nice. Now, large folding knives is not something new. In World War II, air crews had a big folding machetes and stuff like that from case. So it's not new, but you don't see it a lot at those size knife in our market. So this is what it is. This knife cost around 350 euros at their website, which is no small change. It's price. It's money. It's I think I saw it at White Mountains around 350 or something like that. At White Mountain Knives, I don't know. But now it's not available because they made only 150 of them. But I see in the website that they want to make more. So let's talk about the bad or the disadvantages of this model. Well, first of all, this knife is very not ergonomic. It's if you're doing a small job and you're holding the knife like that, and with the choil, it's okay. It's okay. It's no problem. It's a bit, as I said, the chamfer is placed, but you know, it's 6mm thickness blade, so it's okay. If you want to work and make a precision job or small stuff like that, okay, you can do it. No problem. It's nice and it's okay. Now, if you want to do what it's intended to do, a big chopping tasks or stuff like that, well, it's not fun at all. You get vibrations if you're holding the knife like that. You get a lot of vibrations. Even if you're holding gloves, your elbow receives one hell of a feedback. And I use a lot of force. I took apart 2 wooden pellets and several branches, and it's no fun. If you hold it like that, it's no good. It's really no good. This is cut into your finger, even if it's a bit chamfered. It's no fun. It's like pinching your finger, and it's no fun to hold it like that. I found that only like that if I do chopping. If I do it, if I'm holding it this position, no, it's no fun. So this is a major disadvantage. The ergonomics are no good. This rectangular handle, they need to do something about it. Okay. Now the other disadvantage is this leaf spring. I think first, you hear this? The knife got loosened up at the several first strikes, and then Jonathan needed to secure those places. Those screws were loosened very, very fast, and he secured them. Now, after that, it came without rattling. After I used it a bit, I think that it received a bit of movement here. Now, I see that it's here, and I took it apart and placed it together. I didn't see any deformation or nothing. I think it's something that maybe the design, or maybe that I use it too hard, and it says also something. So I think that the place here, the locking surface, I think it comes because this is not as secure as it's supposed to be, and I think that this locking the spring leaf need to be bigger, wider, and hold it firmly, and then you won't have this. But I don't know. I didn't make the knife, and I'm not a knife maker, so maybe the knife maker will tell me you're talking bullshit. This is belonged here, and you didn't do that, or I don't know. But this is what I think. So I think that this is the second disadvantage. This knife have the third disadvantage. I think I forgot. Yeah, this is over here. It's free spinning. I wasn't able to take this leaf spring apart, and it was very annoying. It's just free spinning, and I don't have any option, because if you can take this one and maybe, I don't know, replace it or something like that, that's annoying, because if the reason to the sound here is this, and the maker can send you a new one with extra micromillimeter height, and you won't have this sound, I wasn't able. I can do it if I'll super glue it here and then start, but why? Just make it a D shape, or put another extra screw here, and then I will be able to disassemble it as every other folding knife. Free spinning pivots are bad. Don't use them. Okay, so at the bottom line, we have over here a well-made knife as what they intended to be, as what their blueprints had. Okay. They designed it. They used the locking mechanism this way, and the implementation of it is okay. I mean, the steel is fine, the fit and finish is fine, the materials are fine, everything is okay. But I think the problem is with the design. This is why this is a first production run, to learn and to improve yourself. This knife needs to do something about the ergonomics, need to do something about this free spinning here and the locking mechanism over here. It have a very strong blade, it have a very strong handle, but the locking mechanism seem not to support it well right now at this current design, and they need to improve it, and they need to improve the ergonomics, as I say the fourth time. They need to do something about it, and this can be very, very good, nice, well-made knife. I would also be happier if this blade would be like 5 millimeters or 4 millimeters. I think it will perform better if it have or a higher grind, because you have over here all the surface. You can use it for high grind. I understand the design decision. This is their thing. They decide how it will look. But I think you can, with this type of steel and this big blade, you can definitely add some height and make the knife more slicing. If you make the blade a bit more thinner, you will be able to reduce weight here and thickness here, and then it will be more ergonomic and they have more play. Or otherwise, they can reduce a bit the thickness of the handle here and make the G10 a bit more thick, and then play with it and make it more ergonomic and more fun. Over here also, they need to do something about it, because if you place the finger here without heavy gloves, or it's a problem. At the bottom line, we see over here a very innovative knife, something new that a company took the chance and did it, and they deserve all the credit for it. So well done, Midgards, for making and pick up the glove and make something new in our community. Really, I enjoyed holding this knife. It was fun, and I could carry it with this nice case almost everywhere, because it seems, you know, a case, I don't know, man purse or something like that. And then you have this firepower ready to use. It will cut at hardwood. It will do hard chores. I don't think that this rattling will be any worse, because it was at the beginning and then it remained the same and then continued working afterward. I think it's something that connected to this to the part. This is what I think. I didn't see any deformation over here. Okay, maybe they find a way to make it stronger. I don't know. This knife cost around, as I said, 350 euros, and I think it in White Mountain now is $350 or $360, something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's unavailable right now, but they want to make another batch. If they make another batch, I hope they will improve and take under consideration the ergonomic issue and maybe something about this locking area. I wouldn't recommend it to people who are looking a survival knife or something like that, because you have more functional options and the cheaper, like S and stuff like that. But if you're looking something gimmicky, something new, something that other people don't have, something that you want to carry with a lot of firepower, and it's folding, it can be a good option. But they need to do something about the ergonomics, because you won't be able to work with it with long time. So at bottom line, well done, Midgards, for picking up the gloves and making this nice new model. And I hope to see more innovative stuff from you and see version 2 of the Locking Valhalla. So have a great weekend and happy holidays, Christmas, whatever. Bye bye.